Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa Ellen Arianis, T.E.A., and this is Tea Time Adventures on YouTube. Hashtag What's for Dinner. It is Hearst's HamBeens 15 bean soup. So this time around, I'm doing things a little bit different, adding a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I've already soaked the beans for maybe about an hour, and I'll probably let them soak while I'm chopping everything up. We have a full pound of petite gold, baby gold potatoes, a pound of baby carrots, a very, very large sweet onion. This time around, I'm going to be trying Better Than Boullion baked ham base. This will give it a nice deep savoriness. I do have some leftover chopped garlic that I'm going to use, as well as roasted garlic paste, black pepper, Mrs. Dash always. This time around, I'm also adding sweet golden corn, and we have about 1 3/4 pounds of leftover Christmas ham that I've defrosted. So that's what we're making. We're making 15 bean soup. This is probably at least my 3rd time making it. We both love it. So I will be back, whether it's today or tomorrow. I'm not quite sure, but I will be back. Alrighty, we've already got the corn, the minced garlic, and the ham bone seasoning in. Now I'm going to dump in the potatoes. Now the onions. Now I use sweet onions rather than brown, yellow, or white onions because I like the milder flavor. But yep, that's probably about 3/4 of that large one. If there's any room left after the ham and the carrots go in, I will reassess and add more onions. And the carrots. Add a nice bit of color to that. And then the diced up ham. Getting there. I still have some ham, some carrots, and some onions left over, but we still have to put the beans in. And last but not least, the beans. And this is going to be pretty darn full. Don't worry, I'll scrape the colander out in just a minute. So now I got to mix it all up, add the seasonings. I've got a kettle of water that I've got to boil, so I can add the Better Than Boullion ham base, the roasted garlic paste, the Mrs. Dash garlic and herb, and the black pepper. So there you have it. That's the main part of the ingredients. I will be back in just a moment. And I'm back. Now I'm going to try and do this one-handed, but I got to put the boiling water in something because I don't know how much is in the kettle. So the ham bone recipe is for 8 cups of water. And again, I'm trying to do this one-handed. So this is 1.5 cups of water. So that is gotta do this with hot water in a kettle. So that's 3. 4.5. Now, as you can see, I've already got that dark bits of goop right there with the pale bits of goop next to it. That is the ham base. It said for 8 teaspoons. I only put 5 because that stuff is salty AF. And I also put 5 big squirts of the roasted garlic paste, a whole bunch of Mrs. Dash with garlic, a whole bunch of black pepper. So we've got all of that in there that's gonna melt down. Gosh, I hope I remembered which one this was. I think this is number 4, which is, I think I can get at least one more in here. Almost water in the kettle. So, let's see. Yeah, but I can just get that in there. I don't have one of those stands that I can prop it up on, so this is the best I can do. Wow, I took the whole kettle. How about that? I should just pour the whole kettle, but who knew? Alrighty. I got seasoning on the bottom now. Alright, gonna have to rinse that off. So there you have it. There's the beginning of my ham bean soup. Where are we? Alright, got got my bananas and carrots over there, so gonna mix this up really well to make sure the goop is down there and dissolved. I've got this on high. Lots of goodness in there. And if I have to take some water out, I will. I don't think I will. So, but this is going to make days worth of soup. But I mean, the first time I made it, we had 2 large bowls each in a row. So it is something that we liked. Now the addition of the corn is something new, but I thought, let's try it. It needs a little something, added a little something, little sweetness, and that's it. I'll come back later on, whether we eat it tonight, late tonight, or tomorrow. I will come back either way to show you the plate up. And I'm back. So this is the final outcome. About an hour ago, I made a cornstarch slurry with about 3 big tablespoons of cornstarch and the equivalent amount of water to make it a good slurry, and poured it in, stirred it up, because I wanted it a little bit thicker, not quite so watery. But this is what it looks like. I've tasted it. Everything's nice, soft, juicy, and I usually use this type label. We're just going to use Dixie bowls to scoop it up. But yeah, that's pretty much the thickness. If you don't have ham, you could do anything, really, depending on what you've got in your freezer. If you're using chicken instead, used, obviously, chicken flavored seasoning, you don't have to use the packet, but the 15 beans is just so hearty. If you have a crowd to feed, if you have a large family, this is really economical. You know, a huge onion, pound of potatoes, pound of carrots, pound of or so, or a pound and a half of whatever type of meat you have. If your family is a hunting family and you have venison, put venison in here. You don't have to use the ham or whatever. If you're going to use chicken, I would recommend only putting the diced chicken in the last hour because it is far more delicate meat and you don't want it to get hard and chewy. So this is it. This is what's for dinner. Crockpot meal. Not quite a pantry meal, but I did have quite a few of the ingredients already in stock. But this will feed us for days. There's just 2 of us, and I usually do 3 heaping ladlefuls in each bowl. So yeah, hashtag what's for dinner. Let me know what you're having. If you have any crockpot recipes or pantry meals, leave me a comment down below. I'm always interested in trying something new. Thanks everyone. Take care and have an awesome weekend. Bye.